Am I live? Okay. Just a quick announcement before I start this episode. We do now have an official Discord community. It's a free Discord community. The link's in the video description below if you want to join. It's a place to talk about altcoins and anything investment related. All right, second announcement besides our Discord is this podcast is on Spotify. So if you search the Riptide on Spotify, you should be able to listen to the episode after it is streamed on YouTube. Okay, so if you like to use Spotify in your car, then check it out, the Riptide. I stream it here first and then I upload it to Spotify after that. All right, so let me just start this recording because I actually am doing the podcast on my phone, so that's why I have the headphones in, because I'm recording on my phone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Riptide, where I tell you about everything going on in the blockchain space with a focus on altcoins like XRP. Today I'm going to be hitting on topics such as Ripple getting a break in their lawsuit, analysts and what the current price outlook on BTC is. Ethereum is about to rip, allegedly. Found a good article titled "Who Will Protect Investors from the SEC?" because the Security and Exchange Commission is starting to go after a lot of crypto blockchain companies. There's a big airdrop coming called Sologenic. You'll get Solo tokens for holding XRP. I'm going to be talking about that. Coinbase is launching a new company, and those are just some of the topics. I have even more. So let's just hop right into it. The first article, analyst says Bitcoin is on sale after Bitcoin drops below 54K. So a few days ago, you might be aware of the flash crash that we had. Not really a flash crash, but Bitcoin went down like 10-15%. And you can see the fear and greed index right now is in the fear section. Okay, so last month the fear and greed index was in extreme greed. Right now it's in extreme fear. There's a quote, I think, by Warren Buffett that says, buy when others are greedy, buy when others are fearful, sell when they're greedy. There's something, I don't know. I don't know the exact Warren Buffett quote. You probably know what I'm talking about, but it goes along the lines of buy when people are fearful, sell when they're greedy. And I just wanted to show you the fear and greed index. It's in the fear. Now, that doesn't mean to go buy automatically, but it just goes to show that traditionally people aren't buying when the fear index is like this. So it might be something that signifies we could be going up a bit more. This was interesting. A quarter of US investors own a Bitcoin. More than half bought Bitcoin this year. One of the interesting takeaways, I think we all would have guessed that people had bought Bitcoin. That number had increased this year. 59% reported interest in Bitcoin investments. But the interesting point here is more than 75% of investors preferred buying directly on a crypto exchange in 2020. In 2021, nearly 2/3 of investors provide buying Bitcoin through a trading app such as eToro or Robinhood. All right, so it goes to show that a lot of people are using things like Robinhood and eToro. Robinhood is that big platform for stocks. It has lots of users, and it's obviously onboarding crypto users when a lot of these Bitcoin buyers are coming from Robinhood. People that have been in crypto are probably not buying from Robinhood. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't use Robinhood for crypto, and I don't know anyone who knows a lot about crypto that probably would use Robinhood. I don't know what the fees are like on Robinhood, but most people use centralized, decentralized exchanges. Speaking of exchanges, there's two types of exchanges. You have a CEX, a centralized exchange, and a DEX, a DEX, a decentralized exchange. Your centralized exchanges would be Coinbase, Bybit, Bitsmart. Recently, there was a big $100 million hack of, I think it was Bitsmart. And it's just a reminder, when you have your coins on a centralized exchange, you can lose them, they can get hacked. That's why it's good to have a cold storage wallet, something like a Trezor or a Ledger. And furthermore, if you can use a decentralized exchange, something like Uniswap. If you don't know what Uniswap is, It's a way for you to swap Ethereum to other ERC20s, which are Ethereum-based tokens. Uniswap, that's a big one. You have Pancake Swap on the Binance Smart Chain. Uniswap is to Ethereum what Pancake Swap is to Binance. So you have these decentralized exchanges, and they're just surging in popularity. You have a graph here of some of the biggest ones. 1inch, forgot to mention that, that's a huge one. But over the past, say, 5 to 6 months, these decentralized exchanges have gone from roughly 2 billion in volume to almost hitting 6 billion in volume. So people are using decentralized exchanges more. I think that would show a growing sign of just crypto knowledge and people doing research, because decentralized exchanges have huge benefits. Just make sure you're using one of the legitimate decentralized exchanges. Like anything in crypto, I'm sure there's a lot of scams out there. But 1inch.io is great. Uniswap is great. I like 1inch.io because it routes your orders over all the aggregators. And that's one of the big three they have in this graph right here, 1inch. It's in the red, 6 billion in volume. So people are using these aggregator decentralized exchanges because what they do is they find the rate across all the exchanges. So you're guaranteed the best price. I usually always use 1inch. All right, moving forward, airdrop for XRP. Okay, Sologenic is a NFT marketplace. You're going to be able to create NFTs, list your NFTs, and do that all for a small fee. Right now, if you're making an NFT on Ethereum, to create those, it costs you a lot of money. A lot of artists and creatives maybe don't have a lot of money, and so Ethereum's kind of been a problem for NFT artists unless you're very wealthy. Sologenic is going to be on the XRP ledger, and one of the best things about that, one of the competitive advantages, is the low fees. So this will open the door for a lot of NFT creation, and they're airdropping their Solo tokens to XRP users and holders. To be eligible, wallets have to create a trust line with a Sologenic oracle. Don't know exactly what that means, but you do this from your own cold wallet or a centralized exchange. So just Google this, check this out. But keep in mind, if you do hold XRP, maybe you don't, that's fine. If you maybe just buy some for this airdrop potentially, because NFTs I think are something that are going to be around to stay. They could be a little bit inflated in price right now, but I do see NFTs. Coinbase is also creating an NFT marketplace. OpenSea is considering going public. OpenSea is like the biggest NFT buy and sell platform. If you haven't heard of it, you probably aren't interested in NFTs. But yeah, it's just a huge growing space, and XRP is going to have the Sologenic NFT marketplace on the ledger. So keep that in mind. The snapshot is December 24th. So Christmas Eve. Make sure you've set up your trust line if you do have XRP. Get that airdrop. Now, really quickly, something to touch on in addition to decentralized exchanges, and something that I believe could be a 100x, potentially 1000x. Give me a second, let me explain it. Is a new decentralized exchange. And before I'm talking about that, I want to say two things about Ethereum because it goes hand in hand with this decentralized exchange I'm going to tell you about. So Ethereum everyone's been bullish about it lately because the ETH to BTC chart is moving like crazy. ETH to BTC is essentially a way to see how correlated or how well Ethereum's performing relative to Bitcoin. And it's at the highest point that it's been this whole bull market. All right, so what does that mean? Well, people think Ethereum is going to do some crazy run up to it's close to 5K, 10K, 13K. I'm not sure the exact price, but a high ETH to BTC ratio would imply that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin in the short to mid-term. It's at its highest since 2018. So yeah, during this bull cycle, highest it's been in 3 years. Furthermore, Vitalik, the creator, head of Ethereum, put out this endgame roadmap for ETH 2.0. ETH 2.0 is going to be the update that makes ETH more manageable. It's going to lower the fees, which is the biggest problem on Ethereum right now. In this endgame roadmap, though, there were no dates. And that's all I wanted to say about this, because Ethereum has been promoting this 2.0 update for a long time, and it could be years, multiple years before it actually does come out. Hopefully not, but it's a lot of work adjusting the chain, and they've showed to just keep pushing it back, and Ethereum fees are worse than it's ever been. I want to talk about what I could see a solution to that being, right? You have Ethereum layer twos like Matic, Polygon, right? Polygon, you can transact for very low fees. You have the Binance Smart Chain, right, which has very low fees. And all of these Ethereum layer twos have been very successful, right? Just look at the graph of what Matic Polygon did since inception. It's up crazy. Lots of 100x's were gained there. But Pulse Chain is an energy efficient, cheaper, faster, fee burning Ethereum fork. So think Ethereum, but a higher block size. This is not a promotion. This is something I personally put lots of my money into, and I believe in the founder who created Hex as well. But Pulse Chain is essentially going to be Ethereum, but a higher block size. The way they're doing this is they're forking Ethereum, and they're taking the whole system state. So think all the apps that are on Ethereum, all the NFTs that are on Ethereum, everything in Ethereum's entire system state is getting cloned onto the Pulse chain. Everything. So if you have Ethereum coins, you will now have Pulse coins as well. Automatically, it's going to be the largest airdrop in crypto history. So as long as you have any type of Ethereum token, or if you have an Ethereum NFT, like a JPEG or an NFT, you're going to get that on Pulse. And that's why I think there'll be a lot of adoption, because who doesn't like free airdrops? Ethereum is unusable in its current state with these high fees. Ethereum 2.0 is not coming out anytime soon. So why would people not migrate to Pulse Chain where they have low fees? They're getting airdropped all their tokens and they have low fees. It may not be wildly successful, but history would show that Ethereum forks do perform well. Look at things like Polygon, Binance Smart Chain. And why am I talking about Pulse Chain right now? The sacrifice phase is over. That's essentially what the pre-sale was. But this is probably going to come out in the next 2 months. There's going to be, I saw this on Reddit, a Pulse swap sacrifice. So remember when I was talking about decentralized exchanges like 1inch Uniswap, right? Uniswap is the original swap DEX on Ethereum. PancakeSwap is a fork of Uniswap. They copied Uniswap, didn't give them any of the money, and made PancakeSwap, which does the same thing that Uniswap does, just on Binance Smart Chain. You have QuickSwap on Polygon. QuickSwap is how you swap on Polygon. And Pulse Chain, which I'm telling you guys, not financial advice, I'm just doing educational research and I like to talk to people about it. Pulse Chain is going to be what I see as a very successful fork. And they're going to have Pulse Swap, which is a sacrifice coming up soon. So just keep that in mind. I think it's something worth looking into. Uniswap's been very successful. PancakeSwap's been very successful. I see Pulse Swap as a very successful opportunity. You don't have a lot of chances to get into projects very early in crypto that actually make it. And I think this is one that's going to be one of those make it opportunities. In crypto, the earlier you get in, the more wrecked you can get, but it's also the more upside. So it's really just how much risk reward are you looking at, and if you're looking for an opportunity to throw something at, I think Pulse Chain is going to be a 100x. I think Pulse Swap could be a 100x, and I'm not looking to sell these things for at least a year. I believe in the project in that chain, the Pulse Chain Ethereum fork, so I'm gonna be holding that. But I just wanted to bring your attention to the Pulse Swap sacrifice. Pulse Swap will be the Uniswap, right, of Pulse Chain, and it hasn't happened yet. All right, the Pulse Chain sacrifice has happened, but the Pulse Swap sacrifice has not happened. So that'd be something worth looking into if money is something that you like. I talked about this in the last episode, but virtual land in the metaverse has been dominated by NFT sales over the past week. So the top things selling in the NFT market right now are not JPEGs, they're not CryptoPunks. They are decentralized metaverse land plots. All right. Think of Decentraland, the Sandbox. Those are the two big ones, right? And those plots of land sell for like $15,000 to lowest like $8,000. So it's kind of priced out already. Very expensive to get this Metaverse land. In addition, Sandbox has like 1 million plots of land, so very large supply. Decentraland has like 80,000 plots, so a little bit less. And the one that I'm into, and to be totally transparent, I own some of these, about 6 of them, I think, maybe less, I'm not sure, are called NFT worlds. And think of Minecraft when you see these, because it's actually built on Minecraft. So each one of these NFT worlds is tied to an actual seed, and they have random generated resource and plots. But you already, like, I don't know if you've been in Decentraland's Metaverse, but it seems a little bit clunky. It's still in development. It's not the most smooth experience. Minecraft is the most sold game over the past decade, right? There's 100 million sales, 14 million, no, I think 40 million daily users. It's a huge game for the youth. But more so than that, the engine on Minecraft is already flawless. You can customize Minecraft servers. You probably don't know this because a lot of my viewers and listeners are older, but Minecraft is fully customizable. You can build huge worlds in these places, and there's a lot of builders already who get paid lots of money to build stuff in Minecraft. Like you or me, who has no Minecraft experience, wouldn't probably be able to build something super nice, but you see already on some of these plots of land. And get this also, these NFT worlds were free to mint. Anyone could get one of these 2 months ago. Now they cost 2,000 bucks each, but they started out as a free mint. The founders, these 2 really smart developers, didn't even charge for these NFT worlds, and they're already worth $2,000. So people are finding value in these, and a lot of NFT like whales, if you follow them on Twitter and you do the deep diving into their wallets, you can see what they're buying. And recently this floor like doubled because someone saw an NFT whale buying a lot of these plots of land. So if you're looking at like a NFT, a metaverse type thing, right? Decentraland, Sandbox already cost thousands and thousands of bucks. This might be more of a budget play, and they're also releasing the world token at the end of this month to based off how many plots of these you own. So that's kind of driving prices a lot as well. Let me try and find one of these creations on here. But like here's the Bored Ape Yacht Club Clubhouse. They did an auction on this one and it went for 20 Ethereum, right? Some Bored Ape probably bought this, but it has a verified builder. So you can pay these verified builders who build these really awesome Minecraft worlds. You see this is very detailed, tons of customization in there. But a lot of these, like the Sandbox and Decentraland, they don't have development. And it's because they're creating a whole new foundational metaverse. NFT Worlds is basically bootstrapping onto Minecraft, a proven open world build metaverse already, and they're just NFT tokenizing it. So I'm really into it, and if you want to tap into the virtual land wave, maybe look at NFT Worlds. This kind of caught my eye. Coinbase is launching a cryptocurrency library, Cryptology. I'm not going to go in depth on this, but Coinbase is obviously one of the largest, most reputable centralized exchanges in crypto. And the fact that they're creating this whole new cryptography library, I think just goes to show that this movement is really here to stay when you have, companies like that making these huge advancements. So keep an eye out for Cryptology, the new Coinbase research site. So this was an article from Forbes from yesterday, and it's titled, "Who Will Protect Investors from the SEC?" Last Wednesday, the current and previous chairman of the SEC shared what was called a fireside chat. All right, so Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton is the guy that sued XRP Ripple. Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton, they had this fireside chat. And get what Gary Gensler said. He goes, Gensler made it clear that there is no difference between fraudsters and good faith actors in crypto. Both are lawbreakers endangering the public. So it doesn't matter if you're a fraudster or a good faith actor in crypto, you're both lawbreakers endangering the public. I thought this was an interesting take, and a lot of other people did. Gary Gensler is the one that taught blockchain courses at MIT, and a lot of people thought he would be the man who would just open the doors to crypto, and maybe this is actually not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's just the way he phrased it. Whether you're a fraudster, scammer, or a good faith actor, you're both breaking the law and endangering people right now. Many in the audience of the crypto industry leaders were stunned that he said this. He repeatedly said that platforms need to come in and get registered, as if everyone knew what he was talking about. Pierre Boring, the head of Digital Chamber of Commerce, tweeted, "People in the room are looking around and asking, register as what?" It's a fair question, given that the exchange Coinbase, the only crypto company to have gone public on the stock market, tried going in and registering with the SEC. They started a lending program, and Coinbase, upon sharing its lending program with the SEC, was slapped with a subpoena. And the SEC uses a subpoena to basically, it's called the enforcement tool, right? They just subpoena this company and threaten a lawsuit, and that's essentially the way to enforce action. John Deaton was also in the room. John Deaton is a Rhode Island attorney representing a growing putative class of over 62,000 holders of XRP who claim they are innocent victims of the SEC's policy. The SEC alleges XRP sales have been unregistered securities since 2013, blah, blah, blah. Deaton's legal pleadings ask, so this is the guy leading the lawsuit, the class action lawsuit for XRP holders. He says, how could the token XRP itself be a security under the same legal authority that the agency cites for its broad regulated power to crypto, the Howey decision? Howey was based on orange groves, in which the court determined that a security is an investment of money into a common enterprise with a reasonable expectations of profits. As Dean points out, the oranges themselves were not securities. So the XRP token itself isn't a security now. I'm aware of... Yeah, so get this right here as well. John Deaton emphasizes that a letter from former chairman Joseph Grundfus warned the SEC before it sued Ripple that simply initiating the action will impose substantial harm on innocent holders of XRP, regardless of the ultimate resolution. I'm aware of no instance in which the simple announcement of a commission enforced proceeding has absent allegations of fraud. So this guy right here is advising the SEC before their lawsuit that there will be substantial harm on the innocent holders of the XRP community, and they still did that. So that doesn't look good for the SEC. John Clayton ignored the warning and filed the lawsuit anyways, and then jumped ship, leaving the SEC in growing legal jeopardy. All right. Check this out. Gary Gensler, you should be watching how Canada is regulating Coinbase. So this is an interesting point that the Canadians have done on their lawsuit.